Hello, I'm Michael,
I'm Nicole.
And I'm Fred, Michael's dad.
and today we're going to be talking about the lake house I went to for my birthday in Guntersville, Alabama. So, what made you guys pick this place?
We've always been very big fans of Guntersville. We love lake houses, and honestly, there was fantastic reviews for this particular lake house.
What was your favorite aspects about it?
Mine was the very large kitchen. I absolutely love that kitchen.
I do too. It was huge and so clean. The spice counter had a little bit of everything. There was every kind of spice you could think of, every kind of utensil you could think of. And that's one of my favorite aspects about the lake house. There was washer, dryer, with detergent. There was the huge kitchen. There was, let's see, how many? You go ahead.
It's a 4-bedroom, 2-bath, and the master bath had the most beautiful shower. It was so pretty. And as you said, everything was spotless and clean.
You could park a small bus in that shower.
You could. What kind of style would you use to describe it? The interior of it looked like rock. And the way the shower was set up, the pressure was so powerful it would knock you off your feet.
It was fantastic. And it's a modern design, which the entire lake house looks very modern and crisp. And it gives just those lakey, sit down and relax, go fishing, make a great meal vibe.
It does. What impressed me so much about it was I loved the outside because there was a lot of flat ground that was there so I could play soccer, because my parents recently got me cleats, which were amazing, these beautiful Puma cleats. And I got to play so much soccer out in the field. There was so much space. And then you go in and there's 2 living rooms. The first one is gigantic. It's got a big table that we use to play Yahtzee, rummy, with also these wonderful Eagles cards my parents got for me, and a NBA Monopoly that uses trading cards, which I was mind blown by. That was such a fun game. Even though I played that with Hunter and Ryan, we didn't get to finish reading the rules, but what we understood of it, we enjoyed. And you go from one living room to these like beautiful, it looks like mahogany wood steps, up to the other living room with the cushiest couches ever. I mean, you could fall asleep right in them. And I'm not much of a nap taker, but if I did, I would take a nap in one of those couches.
I was amazed by the amount of space. I mean, there were 6 of us, and everybody had their own space. Everybody had enough room to move around and do their own thing, and yet there was plenty of places for family time.
There was. What'd you guys think of the beds?
The beds were super comfortable.
Yeah, I was very comfortable.
The decor is really pretty, and what I appreciated the most was the communication from the owners. Like, they made sure that we were checked in if we had any questions. Very nice people. We will definitely be renting from them again.
For sure. So, what'd you guys think of the fishing experience in general?
So there was a lot of grass and things in the water, so didn't catch any fish. But the old saying goes, even a bad day at fishing is better than a good day at the office. It's so peaceful there. Watching all the birds, the dogs that came over and visited from the neighbors. There were 3 different dogs that became our friends over the course of the 3-day trip. So the fishing was relaxing and exactly what I needed it to be. And then there were all these little bonuses like the view, which was breathtaking, and the dogs, which were so sweet and friendly.
I love the dog so much. There was a Jack Russell Terrier and Blue Heeler mix, and he was very sweet. There was a little Pomeranian that was like a black Pomeranian.
Almost like a peanut butter cup.
He was. And I would rub on his shoulders and he'd sit down on my foot. And then there was a dog and she looked like a Great Pyrenees mixed with something else. She kind of looked like Daisy. What was her name?
That was Betty Lou.
Betty Lou was an older dog and she was so sweet. She would come out to the field and she would watch me play soccer. And when I would go over to pet her, she would wrap her paw around me and just lay down. And then the second I would stop petting her, she would get up and she'd be watching me. She was so gentle. I went over to her while she was eating, and she didn't care one bit about the food. She was letting me pet all over her, which means she was raised properly. This lake house was just something so special. Just being there, getting to be with all my favorite people, my parents, my best friend Brent, and Hunter and Ryer, who are two of my other best friends, getting to see the wonderful dogs, and then the party where I got to see my Nana, my Granny Kathy, and my Nana's friend Sabrina was just fantastic. Also got to watch the Kentucky Derby, was surprised at how good that was. I didn't think I would be able to enjoy it because I don't know any of the horses. My horse racing knowledge is Nikola Jokic and that's it. So this was just an amazing trip. So how many trout would we be giving the lake house?
Out of 10 trout, I would give it 9.5.
What was the 0.5 missing?
We didn't get to stay longer, and that's not their fault.
What about you?
I'd give it an 8, I guess.
Why an 8?
I don't know. The porch could have been larger, could have been covered. The outdoor area was really cool, though, with the fireplace and stuff.
Yes, it was. And I would give it a 10. This is us signing off. Bye.